What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having an awesome, wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know it's been a long time. I think the whole holiday season I haven't posted anything, but there was a lot of things behind the scenes and a lot of things had to be worked out. I was really busy. I had to pivot at the last minute. There was a lot of changes happened this Q4. I don't know if you guys experienced the same thing, but this Q4 was a little bit crazy. It was good. Our sales are good, but there was a lot of things that we needed to work out, especially with Amazon not running out of stock, not having the right BSR, a lot of competition. There was a lot of people competing on the same price with a lower profit. So even that we were 30% more than last year. I know last video I said I was down by 30%, but actually we pulled through. We were able to pull back and we will be able to come from behind, and actually we were up by 30% just because of the last changes. Last minute changes I had to make during December. In the beginning, I had to change a few things that I needed to change to make it happen, because all the stock that I sent them in, they were great. I had a good stock. I had a good amount of units, but they were a little bit slower sales than I anticipated. So I had to put more money into it. I had to add more kind of products and type of products to be able to just maintain the same growth as last year. We were, as I said, 30% from last year, but actually the sales were higher, the amount of money was higher, but the profit margin was a little bit more, but not much, which was a little bit crazy. So let's talk about it. I'll show you exactly what I have been doing. If you see, there's a lot of changes here in the storage unit that we needed to do. So I'm going to show you all that, and at the same time, I'll show you what I have added, what's my plan for 2023. But I hope you guys also had a great Q4. I had you guys really killed it, and I'll tell you a little bit about my anticipation for 2023, what I'm predicting, what's happening. But other than that, let's get to it. I'll show you exactly what I have here in storage unit. If you see it, is actually everything is being changed. If you look here, I actually don't have much stock, but we have changed all the layout for everything. So if you see, guys, here I added a new department, a new category that would like to do which is video games. I'm new to it, so I'm learning as I go. I actually made a few mistakes like this one. I bought 700 units, 700 video games at $1.30, but I think I paid a little bit more. I thought it was a good deal for myself. I thought it was an amazing deal, but actually I don't think is that great. But hey, I have a lot of quantities. We'll see what happens. If you see here, I also have a lot of video games. This is what's separately bought with other consoles. If you see here, I'm actually adding more consoles. I'm adding some PlayStations, Xboxes. Now, all the stuff that I'm doing here, I really don't think is the right thing to do, but that's how I learn things. I like to put myself through a lot of, I just basically dive in, get all the stuff that I think is good. Like, for example, I bought Xboxes, I bought PS3s, PS2s, PS1s. I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, when I was a kid, I was just playing PlayStations. That's the only thing I know. But Xbox, I know nothing. Wii's, I don't know much. All the generations, I had to learn a little bit. And this, I've only been doing it for almost 3 weeks. But we have been selling good. Like, I have sold, I don't know, I think, how many? 10-15 consoles so far, which is really amazing, good profit, but things has to a little bit change. But I think this department adding is gonna help us for adjusting for what's happening for 2023. As you guys know, I think there's gonna be a big slowdown coming for 2023. I think maybe even if you maintain the same sales, but the profit margin is gonna be lower, because I think a lot of people are going to have difficulty during 2023. So we need to adapt and pivot. Even the last video, I told you guys what I was planning to do. So now if you see here, I have a testing station. Now this testing station is just a box. I just set this one up. It's been not even less than a week. So I ordered some stuff like desktop riser here. I have some cleaning supplies. There's a lot of things goes on into video gaming, which is, if you guys need more videos, let me know. A lot of testing. And if you see here, I sold a lot of them, to be honest with you. This is only what's left. but this all sold here. I need to ship them, but need a lot of testing. So the game of video games, like if you do video games, I don't think you're gonna make a lot of money. The consoles, yes, you'll be able to do it. Or I bought them this. I was like, listen, it's a big bulk from one person, cost me less, so I'll be able to bundle them with other video game consoles or systems that I can add them to, and I'll increase the value. But other than this, that's here. All the stuff I have here. Also, you know, as you see, this is for taking pictures. Let me show you. See, I had here, so if I want to take video photos and everything, this is going to be more mainly for FBM, especially like if you know, guys, if you sell a used item also on Amazon, you'll be able to add pictures of the products. I think it's going to add a lot of value and people will buy them, and I've been doing very good with them. Now, don't mind this Q4, everyone's doing great, so the game is going to show in January and February. We're going to see what happens, but we need to add more things to our product. So I'm still selling toys, I'm still selling everything that I told you, but I added the video games, and also what I'm thinking about adding some eBay. Now, I'm not very good at eBay. I have been doing it before, but to be able to do the scale, the same scale as what I'm doing in Amazon is going to be really a little bit difficult, because we are I mean, look, even though I had 5 months off, in the last 12 months, I'm over $500,000 in sales, but that's with 5 months off. If I don't have my 5 months off and going, you know, visit my family, which is more important than that. But I'm really, you know, hopefully next year we're gonna do even better, even with the economy's down. I think this is time for you to grow. So let me show you some mistakes I have done. Let me show you some mistakes. I'll show you also what the changes we have done. So if you see here now, everything is being changed. Even here, like, look, a lot of lights. Sorry if that was your eyes, but if you see here, we had station. I bought 2 lights here also. I'm waiting for them to come. Still not very organized, but will be good. So this is here is going to be taking picture, testing the consoles when I get them. Here's going to be a shipping station. So still I need to move all the stuff to somewhere else. I have bins there in the back. Ladies, move it. Come here. Back up. Okay. And let me show you something here I bought, because I wanted to do eBay during December. To learn a whole thing all over again is going to take time. So I bought this big die cast NASCAR vehicles. I don't know, the cars or whatever. They're all nice die cast. I bought like 500 units of them from a guy. If you see here, if you see there, there's some here, some there as well. So this is for eBay, including the video games if I want to add them. So it'll be awesome. If you see here, I have not much now, guys. So all the stuff that left over, some of them, honestly, this is my collection. I don't know if it's my collection, but it's been a long time. This is our big boxes. Is still, I couldn't sell them, to be honest with you. They're very expensive because I'm waiting for a good deal. But other than this, I sold everything else. Like you see, I have nothing. Like all this stuff here, only one-offs. There's not much. This is my cards. The cards, I sold a lot of cards as well, but be careful with cards because the market changed like investments. But other than this, look, I have all empty. So this is my plan now, to get actually these shelves and these bins to be able to add all, like for example here, Xbox consoles and stuff. All the stuff like for controllers, no controllers. Here for AV cables and adapters. Here is for the Wii. You know, but what I think we should do, and I don't know, guys, if anybody has experience and watching the video, please give me some your feedback. I don't know if I should focus on one console better than getting into multiple consoles, because we're very difficult to be able to do them. And also knowing how many gigabytes for each console, knowing what controller goes with what, was a little bit overwhelming, but hey, we pulled through it. So that's been said, guys, I want to give you a quick update of what I'm doing and exactly what I said I am doing. So I wasn't, when I told you, oh, I want to diversify, I want to add more categories to compensate for what I anticipate of a lower sales next year. So I need to add another department, which is, I think this one is going to do it for us, and you'll be able to find very good deals because you're going to buy used items That's not a lot of competition, and you'll be able to get them for good deals because it can be negotiation between you and the seller. Unlike like when I buy stuff between me and the supplier, or buy it between me and like for example Walmart, retail online arbitrage. So it's going to be a little bit different. Now for Q4 for next year, what I'm anticipating, I'm really predicting that's going to be a slower sale. One. Second, I think a lot of sellers are going to get out of the business because they cannot handle it. It's too much work, too much issues. You need to pivot. You need to be you need to be nimble. You need to be nimble. You need to be really able to change right away. Like last month, I had to change something very drastically in the middle of the season to be able to get the sales that I wanted to get. So, that's been said. I think the sales, as I said, is going to be slowing. It's going to be less sellers. I think Amazon's not going to run out of stock, as I said. It's going to be always in stock. I was really surprised during Q4. Amazon didn't run out of stock. I'm talking about Canada. They didn't run out of stock as much. There's a lot of things left there. A lot of things I liquidated or broke even with just to be able to get the money and to be able to buy things that are really moving. Other than this, I think it's going to be a lot of specials next year. January, don't expect a lot of sales because there's a return window. So what happened, the stores, they're not going to liquidate their product right away because they know there's a lot of returns. If someone bought something in December for a high price, then they found it for cheaper because Amazon liquidated or discounted, they're going to do a return or compensate, so they don't want to get through that. So it's going to feel the first 2 weeks is not going to be a lot of sales, but after that, I expect a lot of sales. This is a few of the predictions that I'm thinking, but I believe is the best time to start and the best time for you to organize yourself and take it seriously, because now is not going to be as easy as before. I think we need to have more schedule, more routine, making sure we are having a schedule when we're gonna come here, what we're gonna do, how we're gonna take photos, how we're gonna list, where we order, what we source, and all this stuff. So guys, if you need more information or anything, please let me know. If you have any question, comment, leave it in the description below. And if you want to learn more about video games and you want to see me how I fail so you don't need to fail, that will be an awesome thing. So guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry for not being there and making videos, but as you know, I don't make my money from YouTube. I make my money from reselling. That's how I live. So I think since I was in YouTube, I made maybe $10. So please have yourself a wonderful day. Today is a New Year's Eve, and have yourself a wonderful year and Happy New Year. And I wish you nothing but the best. And hopefully next year I'll have more videos. Take care, everybody. I'll see you the next time.